Hey y'all, it's been a while. I'm actually in my feelings a little bit today, and I just want to talk about it a little bit. I feel like in this day and age, and maybe it's just with my age group, I feel like guys spend more time with men than they do with women. And I'm not even talking about representing anything homosexual or anything like that. I truly believe it is because they don't know how to communicate. Men and women don't know how to communicate the way they should. You know, and it's really, really sad, especially for somebody like me. I feel like most guys, they just want to hook up, don't even want to know necessarily your whole name. And then they end up with these crazy baby mamas or these crazy situations, and vice versa with the women. And they act like they don't know how they got there. You got there because you didn't ask any questions. You know what I'm saying? You didn't plan. You didn't require. And it makes it so hard for people like me because I'm a planner. Things don't always work out the way I want to, but there's some things I'm just not willing to risk if the basics don't make sense. Like it kills me when I hear women say, "He don't do nothing for my child. He doesn't do this or that." Da, da. They got together on a hookup, and he never took her out. They never had conversations. It's like, ma'am, you never required anything from this man. So why did you think that? Why did you assume that he was going to be this stellar person? You know what I mean? And vice versa. These guys hook up with these girls, club, bar, whatever, do their thing. The girl ends up pregnant, finds out he's one of now the fourth baby daddy. Second, third, fourth, it don't even matter. Doesn't have the best living situations, not getting support from any of the other fathers. Not going to terminate the pregnancy, he's going to keep the child. And you have to deal with it. Or not. But even if you don't deal with it, you have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's draining. And for me, like right now, in my phone, I think I probably have this thing about 80 something unread messages in my text messages. I have a couple of different social media, just Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Twitter I'm not very active on, but like Instagram and Messenger. Keep messages in my inbox from dudes. It's always like, hey, what are you doing? Maybe we should get up sometime. Blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, when it comes time to like, okay, well, let's say I entertain it. Okay, well, get up to do what? Like, what do you want to do? Oh, I've just been trying to get up with you for the longest. Okay, for what? Even like just something simple as let's get together for dinner, coffee, whatever. And I'm the type of chick, I work very hard. I do okay for myself. And I don't I'm not one of those girls that like go looks for a date for a free meal or a free drink. I keep drinks stocked at my house. I'm an excellent cook. If I choose to go out, I go out. I'm not worried about how much the tab is going to be cost. And tipping, I can do that because I work very hard. So I'm not saying I wouldn't be appreciative of a man doing that for me, but I'm just saying I'm not the girl that is doing that for that free meal. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's something I did in college. You know, when you broke, I mean, don't have no money, your options are going to the cafeteria at school 3 times a week within certain hours. Or when I first got out of basic training and my only options were going to the, I don't know what they call it, was it mess hall? To eat 3 times a week, cafeteria food. So that's the difference there. But that's the thing. And then the other thing I get, I'm not into texting like at all. I just can't do it. I'm not texting a conversation, and guys get so angry with me about that. And I'm like, if you got my phone number, you're fortunate. So pick up the phone and call me. Like, call me. It's very simple. If I'm busy, I'm not going to answer, but actually I'm going to call you back. It's that simple. Like, I work a lot, but I can make time for things that are priorities to me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you get these text messages. And it's like, dude, I can make time for what I want to, but I'm not gonna make time to text conversations. That's just something I'm not gonna do. So that. So then the other thing is, these guys act like they're afraid to ask people out, and I don't know if that's a financial thing, if they are just kind of playing a feel, and you know, just playing around. To me, it gives vibes that you're not single. Like there's some type of attachment one way or another, and you can't really move. Well, you can't really move like you should be able to, right? So, then you start getting these text messages. What are you doing? Why didn't you answer your phone? Why didn't you respond to my text? And that's when, like, you really won't get any feedback from me, because it's like, what difference does it make? If you don't ask me out, if you're not looking to do things with me, getting to build a relationship, you know, things of that nature, why does it matter what I'm doing? Especially when I can look and see that you out doing this and that and the other with your boys. And that's where I'm getting at with the boys thing. I had 2 guys tonight. Both of them went to football games with their boys. Nothing wrong with that. But what I take issue with is when they call, well, what are you doing? Why didn't you answer the phone? Just, what difference does it make? The same way that you made time to hang out with your boys, you could have made time to do things with me. To me, that says I'm not a priority. So why should I jump to respond to a text? I mean, can somebody make that make sense to me? Like, I'm serious. And I am such a giving person. Like, I really am a giving person. When somebody means something to me, they're always in my thought process, if that makes sense. Like, and it could be little things. Like, if I cook, it could be enough for that person. I never really just cook enough for me. Um, unless it's seafood, because I don't like warmed up seafood. But that's not a subject. Let's say if I catch a deal on something, I've helped people financially in ways that I know nobody else would have been able to. And I don't, if I'm not considered with that same regard, I'm sorry, I'm not going to make it a priority necessarily to respond to you or respond to whatever you have going on. There has to be some give and take. And it's amazing to me how a lot of guys don't see that, don't think like that now. Not all. The ones that typically do think like that are married or have been married. So there's something missing. There's something lacking. And I don't know if I have the patience. And it kind of saddens me because I don't want to be alone. I don't. I would prefer to be alone than to be, in an unhappy situation. But like completely, because I love me some me. I'm gonna make that very clear. But it's like what is wrong with these people? So there's absolutely no thought or consideration when it comes to sharing your body, the most intimate part of you, with someone. But there's thought and reservations about having a conversation, meeting for dinner, going to the park, going to a game, going to top golf, going to shoot pool, going bowling. I don't know. Make it make sense. I feel like I look so tired. I kind of am, but I'm kind of not. I'm just chilling. Maybe the wine. But anyway, I just thought I'd do this short little video and share my thoughts. I'm going to get into this movie. Let's see what the movie's called. The Deadliest Lie. It's on Tubi. The preview looked pretty good, so we'll see. But anyway, toodaloo.